Hey guys, we want to do a live update. As you can see in the videos, we're not caught up. We're months behind, and that's just, it takes so long to edit them. And then
we don't have good internet anywhere.
This last video, just before this one, took us 3 days at a bus station, hanging out in the afternoons trying to get it uploaded. So it takes a while. We promise at some point we'll catch up.
We don't want to confuse you. We're not actually in the States right now. We're excited to share the whole journey with you. So thank you for watching, you guys, and we hope you enjoyed the episode that's coming up. But we also don't want to mislead you. We're not actually in Arizona or New Mexico or wherever.
No, we're not live. Someday we'll have a team following us and editors. No, I don't think we'll ever so. But yeah, no, there's some amazing stuff coming up. You know, driving up the tallest road on Earth, second tallest road on Earth, apparently. But like, it's just such cool stuff coming up. I can't wait to watch it because we like going back, and that's really why we created these in the first place, is to share it with friends and family. So,
thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Thanks
the
for
episode.
following along. All right, enjoy.
Let's leave everything and go traveling. See what tomorrow brings. It's only a choice away. Let's back up and leave today. Let's see what tomorrow brings.
Good morning. Check this out. So we thought the sun was coming out because it was. Look at it now. Nice big giant flakes. Now it's cold.
Yeah.
So we've got our little Coleman here. Got our food and everything in here with us. We're just hanging out for now because it's snowing / sleeting some more. So it's actually kind of nice in here now that we got this going. It was cold last night though, for sure. No mountain biking, I don't think, because I'm not going to go out in the snow and in the mud. But we're hoping maybe tomorrow or the day after, maybe from our friend's place up in Santa Fe, we'll be able to. So we're going to have a room possibly as early as tonight, if not tomorrow. So yeah, it's tough because everything's gonna be soaking wet after snow camp last night. But how you doing?
I'm cold.
Why? Oh my God. It's pretty.
All right, camp is cleaned up. It was a bit of a muddy mess to clean it up, so there's a lot of tarps in trash bags currently. The fire, we got restarted so that we can get a little bit of warmth before we head out. And there's Tonto back there. So, not a lot of sleep last night. How about you?
I slept okay for the first half of the night, and then when I woke up and the tent was encapsulated in ice, it just chilled us.
Yeah,
like a little
it's
cooler.
cold.
I know if you get enough snow, it's supposed to keep you warm in there because it keeps all the heat in, but no, we just had enough to make it really cold.
Yeah, and then it started snowing pretty good this morning. Yeah. It's cleared up and is a little bit sunny, but it looks like it's going to start up again probably. So,
so
we're all cleaned up and go
Time
enjoy.
to go find a couple of parts for Tonto.
Yeah.
I'm hoping just a set of spark plugs, and we'll see how fouled the other ones are. Problem is I don't have anything, so if the battery doesn't start it right away, we don't have a jump start, micro start, whatever. If we get spark plugs, I need a spark plug wrench. So, oh well. Looks like we'll look for a Harbor Freight or something like that in town and get a basic toolkit, and then if we don't need it, we can return it later. But
with that, we made our way into Albuquerque to the nearest auto parts store where we bought a cheap spark plug wrench, some new spark plugs, and got to work.
so let me find a choice one. They're all pretty choice. That doesn't really want to fire. I think we're running rich. It's like the most over-rich plug I've ever seen, so shame on me for not checking that or leaving out the truck, but at least this is pretty certain to help.
The spark plugs were real bad. So
Real bad, so this makes sense that we'll only know about the stuttering as I accelerate, because it would idle. It's already idling better, though, I can tell.
Yeah.
But it would idle, so I think as we go down the road, that's going to be the big tell.
Luckily his spark plugs are easy to change.
Yeah.
Compared to like
Yeah.
Sackwear's.
On this, it's super easy. So you seem happy, buddy.
Sounds way better.
More power, everything. So now we just need to lean them out and also probably run a little higher RPMs. I was probably lugging them because when did it get bad? When we were in low range for that 2 hours while we were kind of wheeling. And it's such like a tractor motor. You can put it in low range and almost idle over stuff. I'd bump the RPMs up like 200-300 RPMs. The smallest adjustment I can do with this hand throttle down here.
Yeah.
And with that 200 or 300, it was perfect for crawling. But we should also get better mileage now. Maybe get up into the teens.
Now that Tonto is happy again, Tim showed me around Albuquerque. We grabbed some delicious food, stopped at a brewery, and spent most of the day just driving around the city. Albuquerque is a cool place. Later, we met up with Tim, who runs Sackwear. You've probably seen his cool shirts with trucks on them. He even made one with good old goose on it. So we grabbed a bite to eat and a beer with him, and of course, we had to check out his truck.
He's playing with us now. God, that sounds so good. Oh, what a cool truck. What a good dude.
What a good day. Eventually, we made our way back to the same campsite from the night before. This time with the new addition of a $5 fleece blanket from Walmart for each of us, in hopes that that would make the cold a bit more bearable tonight. The blankets helped a little, so with a slightly better night's sleep under our belts, we packed up and headed for Santa Fe, where we were able to do some mountain biking, catch up with friends, and we even got a warm bed.
I don't know if anyone recognizes this train trestle if you're a fan of Breaking Bad. That's where they killed that kid that were stealing the chemicals off the train. So the whole state's littered with movie scenes. They shoot so much in New Mexico. It's kind of one of my favorite things, just to run across random things. So there you go.
Tomorrow.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Kind of morning. It's
Yeah,
late
it's more
morning.
like
10:30.
10, but we are heading out of Santa Fe. We had a great time. We got to ride bikes and relax and hang out with friends, so it was really nice. And now we're heading towards and through Los Alamos, right?
Yep, we're gonna head up through Los Alamos. There's a beautiful caldera up there, and then you come down through Jemez Springs. There's a little hot springs and stuff like that. But just one of the prettiest drives I ever did when I lived out here on a motorcycle. So I wanted to take her along and show her all the cool stuff.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see it.
Valle Caldera. So volcano caldera up just north and what would be west of Los Alamos. And it's really cool, so I wanted to show you this. A lot of snow though. Not camping up here.
It is beautiful up here. This is where they filmed some, if you've ever seen the show Longmire, this is where his cabin is.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a lot of snow on the ground just left over right now, but they must have had a couple feet of snow here recently, the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very pretty. Unfortunately, because of the amount of snow still on the ground out here, we couldn't go into the park, so no checking out Longmire's cabin for us. Oh well. We kept on moving, taking in all the views, and I couldn't help but think, New Mexico really is the land of enchantment. After a relaxing lunch, we crawled back into Tonto and headed for some lower elevations. We had had enough cold nights.
It's so red, it's like Sedona.
Yeah, but it's more.
red.
I mean, Sedona and Moab are red, but I've always thought this canyon was somehow just another level. Pretty cool. Hello, figured I'd do a little update. Sorry the light's bad. There's a lot of wind too, but if you look around me, it looks like we're in Utah. Everything in me says this is Utah style terrain. But it's sort of central New Mexico. You can see Tonto back there. We're day 7 of this camping trip. It's been fun. It's sort of weird not having any of your like safety net, you know, your tools, sort of the bigger inside sleeping area, all that sort of stuff. It's funny how something such a small relative change. We're still camping, we're still cruising around. In fact, we're in the easier country out of any country I've ever been in to camp because there's so much so much public land. But it's still tough in a way. You're up in the mountains and it's pine trees and too cold. You get down here, it's gorgeous, and it's hot. You'll see I'm wearing a jacket though, because all of a sudden some clouds came over and then it got cold. So it just changes constantly. But it's been fun taking Tonto. It's sort of like that lack of technology, I guess. It kind of makes it more fun in a way, and in some ways it makes it a little harder on you, and then you realize, is it really that much harder? Is it really a big deal? And I think the answer is always no. None of this, modern camping is really that tough. But scenes like this are just gorgeous. I'm going to walk up and I'm going to show you guys around a little bit, but
Alright, we made it to our first kind of, actually, not warm, but definitely not cold campsite, and I love it. It's so nice to know that we will sleep not freezing tonight. And there will definitely be no snow tonight.
well, don't start seeing stuff like that or it might happen, but
There's not going to be snow.
yeah, I think it's 65 right now,
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
which is pretty nice actually.
It's perfect for sleeping because it's cool enough to like crawl into your sleeping bag, but you won't be freezing, so pretty excited about that.
Me too. And then tomorrow, hopefully, if we're feeling up to it, we'll go for a mountain bike
Yeah,
ride.
we're right on trails, so
we're
that's
like,
cool.
yeah, half a mile from some mountain bike trails, which is kind of a neat thing to camp that close, feel this remote to a bunch of trails. So
Where are you? And it's beautiful out here, so we got that going for us. The wind has died down, so it's calm and quiet now. So we're gonna sit here and enjoy the rest of the night.
what are you doing there?
Toasting my dessert.
Yeah.
Well, we were sitting out there just enjoying the calm night when it started just raining a little bit. And now it's still not raining a whole lot, but the storm is clearly moving in. We can see lightning off in the distance, and as you can probably hear and maybe see, it's getting windy again.
Our cheapo tent is not very quiet.
No, it's not the most relaxing, but at least it hopefully will keep us dry if we don't blow away. So far, almost every night we've had rain and very high winds at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Our tent is cursed. It rained.
So, no, what's the first thing that happened?
Well, what do you mean when it blew off? the wind was so intense that it just took our rain fly and like flopped it over.
It was bad. You could hear the wind coming, so it was getting windier and windier. We knew that, and that was annoying. It was louder than this. You can hear the tent in the background. It was louder than that. But then you hear this whooshing noise that was like, that's not
Something's
good.
coming.
It was just one gust, and you could hear it coming down. We're not really in a canyon, but I guess you could just hear it coming over these rock formations near us, and then just ripped the top of the rain fly down. And then pretty much, you ever see tents in a windstorm where they're like mushed to the ground? So we're in it, holding it up like, no, don't go away. Stay with us, buddy.
And we have to jump out in the rain as it's starting to now rain more.
Yeah. So
Put
that
the
last
rain fly
gust
back
was like
on.
the beginning of the rain.
And yeah, then it rained for pretty much the rest of the night. So this tent is cursed. It brings snow, rain to the desert.
We're in, it's like Utah desert, and you can tell it doesn't get much rain at all. And of course it rained. And then the other part was we went to bed and it was like, oh man, we may have gone too low. It's so warm here. We're both wearing like shorts around camp. And then in the middle of the night, I'm like,
It's freezing.
am I cold? Why am I cold? And then you wake up a little later and go, I'm colder and colder and colder. And now feel like it. I thought it could be snowing.
Yeah.
When I heard this morning the rain got kind of hard.
The mountain bike gods don't want us to ride our bikes.
That's for sure. I'm 100 yards from a trail that looked really cool, and I was going to fly the drone while you rode, or you could fly it while I rode. Nope. Not getting that job for you.
So,
But I got coffee.
we got coffee. Neither of us slept very well due to wind and rain and cold.
Happens. But you have to go through. There's no road that really cuts the direction I want to head to, sort of western New Mexico, where I love going camping. So we're going to have to go through Albuquerque. We'll get fuel. I'm trying to think, maybe we'll Google some good food place. I'm just thinking something hot and not made by us sounds pretty good. And then we'll go back out into the beautiful
Bring the rain to
areas.
somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe snow.
Yeah, if we go to Mogollon, that town, or up
They'll
above
flood.
It, it already flooded before. We'll flood again.
We'll bring the flood with us.
So if your town needs rain,
Let us know.
let us know in the comments. Very, very smooshy.
I have all my clothes on right now.
Mm-hmm. Got a little thing there.
Oh no.
I know. You're not perfect. Welcome to Madrid, the location shooting of one of the greatest movies of all time, of the last 100 years, Wild Hogs, featuring John Travolta.